Good morning, kindergarten. It's our last day of art class today, and so the room might look a little bit different because I'm cleaning up a lot of the things that we usually use throughout the year. Today we get to finish our beautiful butterflies, and so today I'm going to have everybody sit with their butterfly to start with, and after we finish our butterflies, we can work in our centers or stations today. But first, let's work on butterflies. So what we're gonna do is when you get your butterfly, when you get to your table, you're gonna notice that I have folded it in half for you. So your paper should be folded in half. If it's not, check it and make sure that it is. Okay, so it should be folded like that so you only see half of your butterfly. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for a little mark. Mrs. Miller made a little mark on your paper to help you see where to start cutting. So there's a little black line here and here. You're gonna find it on your paper, a little black line here and here. That means this is where your scissors are going to start cutting, here or here. Okay, so we want to make sure we're starting where those little black lines are because that will help us to make sure our butterfly is one whole butterfly and not two pieces. So here's a spot you're gonna cut here and here. All right, if you have any trouble, you can ask a grown-up. Where you're going to start cutting is by the black lines. Now you can use a pencil and draw where you're going to cut first, but for this, we're just going to start with those little black lines. So I'm gonna take my paper and look for my little black lines, and I'm going to cut around my paint. And I'm going to cut around where I painted. I can change it if I want to and cut more or less, but I like the shape that happened here. So I'm keeping it folded and I'm cutting all the way across. I'm going to cut a little bit more. You can cut some of your painted pieces off. This will go in the recycling unless you'd like to use it later. And when I open it up, I have my butterfly. Once your butterfly has been cut out, you are ready then to come over and pick out what color you would like the body to be. My paper here has some special sparkles, a little bit of glitter inside the paper, which is kind of cool. So you can decide, do I want white? Do I want black, blue, green, or red? Those are the colors I have. I'm going to make mine stand out with shininess. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use a little contrast. Sometimes artists use a darker color to make the other colors stand out more. And I want my butterfly to really be bright. So to do that, I'm going to put a bunch of glue on the back of my butterfly. If you just put a little bit, it's not going to stick. So make sure you put plenty and make sure you see where it's going to stick. If there's nothing here, you don't need to put as much glue, but if you've got a big area for where the body's going to stick, you can definitely do that. Now you can decorate, you can add, I've got some color sticks today that you can use to draw on your butterfly's body if you want to. You can cut it to be rounded. You can add whatever you'd like to add to the body. And then you can even pick some eyes. I'm gonna put some cute little eyes on my butterfly. And you could draw a smile or anything you like. I'm gonna make my butterfly very happy to see you today. Yay! So my butterfly is very happy. He's ready to fly away. And then one thing we need is those antennas, right? Butterfly needs the antennas on top. So I have some pipe cleaners here. And this is the only part that Mrs. Miller really needs to help you with. You will need one pipe cleaner, looks like a V, right? Because we're going to just put it right behind his head. And Mrs. Miller is going to use the hot glue gun to help glue your antennas to the back of his head so we won't see the glue. All right, so I'll take your little caterpillar friend, I'll flip him over, and Mrs. Miller or one of the grown-ups are the only people who can use this because it's very hot. So Mrs. Miller will put a little glue on the back and stick the pipe cleaner on very carefully. I don't want to burn my fingers on the very hot glue, so I'll stick that on, and then it should be glued on and ready for you to take home with you. Now, if you're finished with your butterfly, I don't see my name anywhere on it now. My name was on the little piece of papers that I already threw away. So this is also important to write your name on the back. Don't write Mrs. Miller. That's not your name, silly goose. Just write your name, and that way you know who is going to be flying out today and on to first grade. When we're done, everybody is finished, then we have some coloring pages. We have some other centers that we can use today. Let's have some fun.